So today I see my last movie ever in Rhode Island, unless I end up seeing a movie when I come back here at some point. But the Showcase, which is where I see my movies here, have a reward card called a Star Pass, where for every dollar you spend you get 10 points, and then every 700 points or whatever, thanks to every 750 points you get a different reward. Like after 700 points I got a free popcorn, and I ate that, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough to win a free ticket, and even if I did win a free ticket, I don't know if I have time to actually get it. So it kind of sucks that after racking up all these points, I never even got a free movie. Though I know down in Raleigh they have a different reward card for the Regal cinemas, but since this is my last movie here, and since I am a movie freak above all else, I thought I'd make a little video. So here we are, Showcase Cinemas Warwick. This is the side entrance, this is where I normally park. It's Tuesday, so it's the Bargain Tuesday price, where instead of $9 during the day, they only charge $7.75, or I don't know, they may have raised it. They always raise these prices. They don't seem to realize that if they lowered the prices, more people would come, and then they'd make more of a profit, because with the prices that high, all they're doing is deterring people so that they can go pirate them. Same thing with concession prices. I normally don't buy any concessions at the movies, but since today is going to be my last hurrah and I haven't eaten anything today, I'm going to end up spending for overpriced snacks, something I won't be able to do much until I get a job down in North Carolina, but, you know, one last hurrah. So, here I am, and it's not much to really say. There's no one here. It's Tuesday at like 12:30. I still got half an hour before my show, and I'm seeing Riddick, which, I don't know, isn't the most illustrious of films to make my last film. I mean, I went to the other Warwick Theater, because there's two showcases in Warwick, Rhode Island. This is the mall one, and then there's one on the Warwick East Greenwich line, which I call, quote-unquote, regular Warwick. And I saw The Spectacular Now there, and that's an indie film distributed by A24 that I think premiered at Sundance, and that was an excellent film. So that was far more prestigious than the Vin Diesel starring third film in the Riddick series that has gotten mediocre to bad reviews, but yeah. Chronicles had its moment, and I like Pitch Black enough, so here we are. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I know I said this was going to be my last movie here, but lo and behold. Yeah, so it looks like I finally earned my free movie ticket. So I gotta see what movie I'll end up seeing, because I move on Saturday and it's now Tuesday, so I gotta find time and figure out what movie I was sitting on the fence on that's worth going to see for free. I'm thinking probably The Butler, because I heard too many bad things about Getaway. Anyway, Riddick, solid B-. It's pretty much a B movie. Special effects are adequate, if not always great. Screenplay's pretty well structured, though. It's clearly broken down into three very distinct acts. And it has some funny moments, decent gore. They deal with the necromonger issue reasonably well, except I guess they're still out there conquering planets and shit, so I'm not sure how the universe is dealing with that, but I guess that's not really Riddick's issue. He's mostly concerned with finding his home planet, so, but, yeah, a decent movie. But yeah, I guess there'll be one more movie I'll be seeing. Alright, so this is Showcase Regular Warwick. My movie starts in 10 minutes, so I'll make this quick. So, deciding what to use my free movie ticket on, I was originally leaning toward The Butler, but my girlfriend wants to also see that, so she didn't want me to see it without her. So instead I'm going to see Blue Jasmine, the newest Woody Allen film. I haven't seen a lot of Woody Allen's newer stuff. I think the last film I saw of his was Deconstructing Harry, and I think that came out when I was in, like, middle school or high school. But this one has, like, 90% on Rotten Tomatoes and has some pretty good reviews, and Louis C.K. is in it, and I'm a big fan of his, so we'll see how this is. Plus, I think this is, unlike Riddick, this is a bit more of a prestige film to make my last in Rhode Island. You know, a Woody Allen film, man who makes a movie every year and is well respected by critics. You know, not Vin Diesel's saying Jamoke. Okay, so I just walked out of Blue Jasmine. I'm trying to discern what I think the message of the film is, because on the surface it just seems to say rich men are pieces of shit and they drive women crazy. Because every man of status in the movie is an asshole. They're a cheating crook, or just a regular cheater, or a lecherous rapist dentist. Yeah, and they seem to drive women to drink or go crazy or give up a good thing. Not all of them, though. There's the character played by Peter Skarsgård seems to be a good guy, just a little myopic and naive, I guess. So yeah, I guess even that message doesn't fully, because that character's portrayed pretty positively. And then you have the like the blue collar guys who are played by like Andrew Dice Clay, and actually a nice little dramatic turn for him. Who seems to be sort of an upstanding guy, a little. That's the thing. I guess they're the blue collar guys are portrayed as rough around the edges, a little you know, not without their flaws, mostly drinking too much. There's alcohol is a big recurring thing in the movie. So they usually are rough around the edges and maybe drink too much, but ultimately sweet guys, whereas anyone in the upper class is sort of seen as duplicitous or crazy or just an asshole. So you have some sort of class issue going on, but it's not exactly a completely rose-colored depiction of middle to lower classes. It's not a by-the-numbers, rich, bad, poor, good kind of thing. It's not that easy of a message. Yeah, I feel there's something nuanced that I'm missing, and maybe it's because I just walked out of the movie. Maybe if I think about it a little longer, I'll think of something better. But ultimately, it is a good movie. It's probably more dramatic than comedic, though there is plenty of comedy in it. It's still a Woody Allen dramedy. There's a lot of good character work in there. It's directed sort of like a meandering sort of French, not French comedy. It's not like La Cage aux Folles or anything, but it's and it's not French New Wave. It's more like not Eric Romer either. I'm not sure which filmmaker I'm trying to say it's like, but. Yeah, Woody just kind of, there's nothing really fancy about the direction. He keeps it very fluid, though it's not a bunch of static two-shots like a Kevin Smith film either. He just sort of lets the actors do what they need to do. The structure pretty well. It has sort of a flashback structure between the main character in the current time versus flashing back to when she was sort of rich and married to this guy. And so it's well structured. Yeah, Woody just sort of keeps the camera sort of moving. It's not shaky camera or anything. It's just sort of gliding. The movie does have a very European feel to it, and the fact that a lot of it takes place in San Francisco, which one of the main character even says it's a very European kind of city the way it's kind of set up. So, but yeah, it just plays like a sort of like a middle-of-the-road European character drama, well, character dramedy, because there's enough comedy for it to be a dramedy rather than a straight drama. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit of darkness in there too, in the middle of it. But I guess Woody's seen some darkness in his own life. But very good work. Cate Blanchett does a great job. The actress who plays her sister, her name escapes me. Yeah, I got a little turn from Louis C.K. I mean, Andrew Dice Clay's in there. Peter Skarsgård does a good job with his role. Yeah, it's still Alec Baldwin in a pretty key but pretty by-the-numbers sort of rich asshole crook Bernie Madoff kind of guy. But a lot of good work. I mean, it's mostly just acting and... Yeah, I know, my thoughts aren't really articulate. It's hot in the car and I gotta get out of here, but I just wanted to sort of do a little there. I'd probably just give it a solid B. It's not particularly all that powerful, so I can't really raise it there, but as far as just a well-executed, middle-down-the-road dramedy, it's nicely done. I should go back and look at some of Woody Allen's other recent stuff that's gotten good reviews. Was it Midnight in Paris? Got some good reviews. Match Point did. I haven't seen any of those. Because for a while he was sort of meandering. There was like Curse of the Jade Scorpion and a couple of things that critics didn't like. I mean, I liked Deconstructing Harry, but a lot of people didn't. And he made that movie with Christina Ricci and Jason Biggs that got horrible reviews. So, I mean, well, when you make a movie every year, they can't all be gems. But yeah, I should probably go back and look at some of his other more recent stuff. But yeah, so that was my last movie in Rhode Island, to go see in Rhode Island, and certainly the last one to see at regular Warwick Cinema. It's my little bootleg Cartman thing that I've been hanging from my rear view for a while. I gotta clean my car. Well, there's no reason to keep you anymore.